Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about why the foot was designed to flatten. In clinic, I have seen many people come to me who literally live in orthotics. They've been told by a previous podiatrist or physiotherapist that they need to wear orthotics for their flat feet, but for some reason they haven't been given a plan to get them out of their orthotics. So they keep wearing them, thinking it's going to benefit them, yet they're seeing me with discomfort. So today I want to just talk to you about why the foot is actually designed to flatten and why it needs to flatten in order for us to move forwards effectively and to reduce ongoing issues in our body. So the foot has 26 bones and 33 joints, and that alone tells us that the foot is designed to move. It's not one bone that hits the ground, it's many bones, and many bones means movement is required. So that's the first thing. Now, the bones and the mobile arches tell us that the foot was designed to move. The talus bone, this is actually the first bone of the foot, is shaped in a very interesting way. You'll see it almost looks like a steering wheel, and it's actually the driver of the body, we could say. So it has the ability to turn. It can turn and turn the body inwards and outwards. And so with our body weight and the force of gravity as we step forwards, this talus bone actually turns in as we take weight. Now, if it didn't have this steering wheel driving function to it, then we could say, well, actually the foot is meant to stay rigid. But the fact that we were designed with weight and we were designed to walk, and this bone allows us to move in. You'll see with that movement in tells us that bones are now designed to move here, and the foot in this position flattens. So flattening, for whatever reason, without going into the next point, actually causes this kind of chain reaction, down chain and up chain. So the talus drives the body in, and here now we see the inside arch here flattening. We've actually got two other arches, one on the outside. As I drive the talus bone in, you'll see how the outer arch being this, it's a smaller arch, but you'll see how it looks more flat when the opposite side talus bone turns in. So the outer arch flattens, and then we have this kind of tunnel-shaped arch under the foot that when the talus moves in, it also flattens rather than being in this kind of rigid position where there's a lot of air under the arch. So the bones themselves tell us the arches are designed to drop, not just stay high, and that the foot is there to flatten. So what benefit could that be for us if the bones tell us that the foot's designed to flatten? How could this benefit us? Well, the muscles of the foot, a lot of them are actually on the underside of the foot and on the inside of the foot, and that's for a specific reason. When the arch is flattened, you'll see how the joints here open. With joint opening, generally it means, or it does mean, bones actually moving apart from each other. So when bones move apart from each other, which is important to help us forward, because the bones moving apart gives a chance for them to move together, and it's this apart and together that allows for forward motion. But what pushes us forwards is the muscles. So with the muscles on the underside and the inside of the foot reacting to this opening of the joints, they're essentially there to slow down the opening. And the slowing down of the opening allows the muscles to catch stress, because essentially we're hitting the ground and the ground's hitting back. So if muscles can catch stress, well, that's helpful, isn't it? And then the catching of stress actually is then used productively to for the muscles to contract and bring these bones together to push us forwards in space. So the foot's designed to flatten, and the muscles are there to essentially catch this flattening, to absorb stress, and to propel the body forwards in space. So quite a cool function by the body. Essentially, we need the flattening for shock absorption and locomotion forwards. So knowing this, we know then the design of the foot is not to be rigid and stuck where these bones don't open, but it's to allow the opening. So to stop this, to keep the foot rigid, to walk with feet that are held, to reduce the flattening is not going to be good. Also, an orthotic, especially a rigid orthotic, will likely reduce the foot's ability to work as designed. So if you are in orthotics, initially the orthotic might have been given to reduce irritation in a certain area. There has to be a plan though to get you out of them. You don't want to be in orthotics long term, because the foot's function tells us that's not a good idea. What we want to focus on is helping the foot flatten and flatten well. So to move better, to allow the joints on the inside of the foot to open, as you can see when the talus, this steering wheel, moves in as we take our body's weight, and on the underside. And if we can do this well, naturally, because of the muscles on the underside and the inside absorbing shock and loading, the loading is what pulls the arch up, almost like a trampoline. It's like you're jumping down on a trampoline with your body weight. The the springs are catching you and pushing you back up. That is the design of the foot. So we need to get the foot moving. A key here is that for the foot to act like a trampoline, every foot has a tripod, so a triangular base. The widest on the foot, and the one we want, being the big toe knuckle, little toe knuckle, and heel. So if we've got this nice wide base, that might just be taking weight onto your front foot with a wedge or rolled up sock under this point, and this point, to allow this natural function to occur to help move you forwards in space. So try that out. Take weight forwards onto your front foot with 3 points of contact. Get your body over the top of the foot to allow this to take place. And that will do you way more good than holding your foot rigid, because as we've seen today, the foot wasn't designed to be rigid. I hope that helps. If you've got any questions, just let me know. Thank you.